What's up, how you doing? Welcome to this section of the video. So in this tutorial here, we're going to be looking at how to basically we're going to be working on the follow and unfollow system of our threads application. So I'm sorry that the video is coming late, so some stuff has been going on. So well, anyways, I am here, so let's just get started. Let me just zoom this so we can see it a little bit. So I'm just going to zoom this. Yeah, so first we want to do is I want to create a controller. So I'm just going to see the, hopefully you can see, I'm going to see the into where my project is. The two threads API, I believe. Okay, so what I want to do is PHP artisan make controller. The PHP artisan make controller. What controller we're trying to make? We're going to call this follow. Should we call it follow? Let's call it friend controller. Okay, very good. So we should check it now. We should have our friend controller here. Which is we did mistake initially, so let me delete this. So what we are meant to do actually is we have to let's create it inside our threads folder. The threads slash create, and yeah, so we have our friend right here, and this should not take time at all. So what we want to do is just have our function, public function. Let's call this follow and unfollow. Okay, what I want to go and do is, as usual, return try and catch block. Let's do our try and catch block. I mean, sorry. And if I want to do what the data I'm using a NeoVim, so that's what I'm using. Then with customization from AstroVim. Alright, so I'm going to do return response. What's the response I want to return? Message. Get message. Okay. Now I just noticed that for our follow and unfollow we need, our models. So let's go back. So let's run PHP artisan make model. So this will be friend with a flag of M for migration. So it creates migrations also. So we should go ahead and open up our friends. So open up your friends. Sorry, what's going on? I can't find this stuff. Okay, yeah, there it is. Open up your friends. So what I want to do is, first we need to set this to big increment ID. We want to say maybe I want to receive unsigned big integer, which is going to be let's say following ID, basically the user that you're trying to follow. You're also going to need the follower ID and also the follower ID. So you name this follower ID. Okay, and yep, and lastly all we need to do is just table foreign. And what do we need? We need following ID. Okay, then we need on what initially users reference to the, yeah, so this is receive a column ID. Okay, so it's just the same code that we need. Okay, very good, but instead this is going to be follower ID. All right, so what we want to do now is open the friend model, and what we want to do is let's go ahead and call protected fillable. Okay, so we want following ID, follower ID. So this is following. Okay, and what do we need? Okay, now what we can do is you can see our, you know, we get back to that maybe in the next video. So let's just work on this. Once that is done, let's go back to our front controller. So what we can do is basically yes, sorry, first of all, let's run our migration. PHP artist migrate. So we have an error that says following ID doesn't exist in following ID doesn't exist. And did you spell it right? So let's check it. All okay, yeah, double L actually. Sorry about that. So let's run this again. Yeah, so it has exist already. So can I what I can do is just go to my database, go to the backend. I'm just going to drop the table, which is this. I'll click drop, and yeah, so it is gone. I clear this and I can run this. Oh my days. How does it exist in table? Ah, God. Double L. This is a weird mistake, and this is also follower ID. This is also follower ID. This is also followers ID. Again, let's just go ahead and delete the table again. I'm just not empty. I'm just going to drop it. Okay, beautiful. Let's go back, run it again. All right, beautiful. So it's working now. But while that is done, so what we can do is, in this case, we want to first check if they follow each other. So if who you're trying to follow, if you're following the user already, so you can go ahead and do friend where following ID is equals to current user exists. So if that actually exists, so if basically it is true, we can just go ahead and unfollow the user. So yeah, I can just go ahead and call this from here. Okay, so I can go ahead and call this. So I can say friend following where ID blah blah blah. And I can say delete. Okay, so if you delete, that's going to unfollow. Else we can just create a new follower instance. So you can say friends create, and we can have what can we have? Let's just go have following ID. So person you're following, so I'm trying to figure friends where following ID. Okay, where following ID, yeah, where following ID is not supposed to be your ID, it's supposed to be user you want to follow. So we're going to say following ID here. Okay, so this following ID, we can just copy and paste it right here. All right, so yeah, we can pass in the following ID. I'll make sure it is an integer. So say int following ID. Then we can go ahead and pass in follower ID also, which is going to be you, that you're following the particular user. Then you can go ahead and just return response. So return response, you say message success. I'll make this 200. All right, make sure to save. So once that is done, what we can do now is open up our API. Okay, then we can just basically copy this. I can paste this. First, we need a post request exactly. Then we need thread. Then I want to go ahead and have follow following ID. So the user that you want to follow, also follow. Then this place has to be friend. Sorry. This has to be friend controller. Okay. Just going to copy the method name, which is follow and unfollow. Good. So make sure to save also. So I'm going to the thread following ID. So what I want to do is open my I'm just going to open up this postman. I'm going to call in. Yeah. So first of all, I need to log in because I'm just testing it here. So let's log in. So for the login, I need just the username and the password. So let's first log in. So I'm going to go to API/login. Going to be post request, accept application, JSON. I'll go to the body. So before we do that, we have to run our server. So I'm going to do PHP artisan serve. And okay, which is working. So let's run this. All right, beautiful. So it is working. So what I want to do is pass in my username. All right, then my password. So send this, and yeah, so I want to copy this token. I'm just going to copy this token down. So what I want to go is I want to head over to /thread. I believe it's /thread /thread /follow, then the following ID. Follow/following ID. Let's see if you have many users, so we can see if the user wants to follow. Okay, so we have just one user. Okay, so what I can do is I can just clone this. I can clone this. I can copy this, and this is going to be ID of 2. Let's say second. Yeah. Okay, and email the, and yeah, so you're good to go. Click on go. Yeah, so we have another user. So I'm going to follow the user with the ID of 2. Okay, and yep. So if you click send. Uneducated, yeah, I have to pass in my bearer token. Click send. So we have success. So we should check it out. Go to our friends table. I can see we're following each other. So I'm following this, and this is the follower. So am I following? I'm following the second user. So if I should click on send again, I should unfollow the user, which is basically just delete us from the friends table. So it's not doing that, so let me check that again. Okay, so let's work on that. I don't know why it's not deleting the user. So let's see. So if the following exists, I want it to friends were following ID. Okay, yeah, so this is meant to be following ID. Okay, so make sure you save, and let's check it again. Send. That should be done, and that should work. So we should reload. It has gone already. Right, so that is basically everything for this video. So if you like this video, make sure you like, subscribe. See you next time. Peace.